Well, welcome to the KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Channing Curtis in for Laura Papetti. Well, early morning snow had a big impact on area traffic today, especially for anyone who was traveling on I-90 earlier. KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez shares the latest on a wreck involving a jackknifed semi.
Traffic was backed up for miles here on I-90 eastbound after a truck jackknifed in the middle of the eastbound freeway. Take a look at this video from earlier today. The semi-truck completely blocked I-90 eastbound at Garden Springs. It jackknifed and another car slid under the semi. WSP says snowy conditions caused the crash. WSP did do a live video on Twitter. They said nobody has life-threatening injuries.
It is snowy, it's icy out here, and we need to drive appropriately. Safe speeds. This is due to speed too fast for conditions and traffic just not able to come to a safe stop.
It ended up taking 3 different tow trucks to get the situation clear here, but traffic is now back to normal on I-90. In Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
All right, thank you, Nicole. Now taking a live look outside at downtown Spokane right now, you can see the snow is starting to fall again, and which is a good thing that now the city of Spokane has just announced that they are enacting a full city plow. And so that means they will be working 24 hours a day to get the entire city cleared. They're starting off with the arterials, and then they will move into the residential areas later this evening. Now, meteorologist Thomas Patrick is in the Outdoor Weather Center. So Thomas, how long is the snow going to stick around, and how much snow should we expect to see today?
Yeah, I think the snow sticks around through at least the afternoon hours here. We're in the midst of now the second wave of snowfall that we were predicting. We woke up to about a fresh 2 inches of snowfall, probably going to get 1 to 2 inches more with this batch that's just now moving into Spokane. You can see some of the more mid blue shades. That would be moderate snow. The white is very light snow. I would say it's about moderate here from our Outdoor Weather Center. And since this is just barely getting through Spokane County, yeah, 1 to 2 inches of snow with probably a little bit more off to the south. Speaking of which, definitely going to get at least 2 inches of snow from Pullman, Moscow, down on the Palouse. But look at these darker blue shades on the foothills of the Blue Mountains from Walla Walla to Waitsburg, Dayton, probably even more than that, with that heavy snowfall really being enhanced by some upslope flow right on the foothills of the Blue Mountains, as mentioned. Temperature wise, though, only going to top out in the 20s or teens today. But yeah, the snow is going to last through at least the afternoon hours today. So we'll track how much longer for the rest of the inland Northwest coming up in a few minutes, as well as what to expect for our New Year's Eve forecast, since we are still in the midst of this Arctic weather we've been experiencing since this Monday.
All right, thanks, Thomas. Now, like you mentioned, the cold is not going away anytime soon. So the city of Spokane is expanding their warming shelter at the Spokane Convention Center. This move comes just 3 days after it opened. The warming shelter will now include an additional ballroom to allow more people to get away from the extreme cold. Visitors say it feels like the center doubled in size with the addition. The original space included more than 100 mats, and some say it's not surprising that more people are coming in to get warm. The center provides meals and even donated winter clothing. Now, the center is still set to close on January 2nd, but some are wondering what will happen after that.
Because to me, you open it up, but if you don't place them in another spot after this, then they're just going back out to the streets, and you're kind of going to have the same issue as you started with.
There are no set plans for what will happen to visitors once the shelter closes, but for now, officials say no one will be turned away. COVID-19 protocols are in place at the shelter, including testing. Now, we do want to make sure that you're prepared for the snow and cold weather. So for an hour-by-hour forecast and even more tips on just how to keep you and your home safe during these extreme temperatures, text the word cold to 509-448-2000. We'll send all of that information right to your phone. Well, Omicron is officially in Spokane County. The Spokane Regional Health District just confirmed the first known case. This comes as Washington is already seeing a surge of cases related to the holidays. The state's Department of Health reported more than 6,200 new cases on Christmas Eve. Health officials say the surge is startling, but they don't expect this to overwhelm hospitals quite like the Delta variant did. And the new wave of COVID cases from Omicron is setting records and even putting New Year's Eve celebrations in jeopardy. 2021 is going out in record-breaking fashion, with the CDC reporting the most new COVID cases per day ever recorded. And experts say that number will go up. Johnson & Johnson is announcing that a second dose of its vaccine is up to 85% effective against the Omicron variant. Health officials say being vaccinated and boosted gives people the best chance at surviving this variant.
You really have a much, much higher level of protection against becoming infected, seriously ill, or in fact dying.
Omicron wave has prompted changes to New Year's Eve celebrations. In Times Square, they're limiting how many people will be allowed to watch the ball drop. Revelers are also required to be fully vaccinated and masked. And in San Francisco, the annual New Year's Eve fireworks show has been canceled.
The more people that are being kind and trying to help others, the better our world is going to be.
Food pantries can definitely be a blessing for so many families. Coming up, we're telling you how a small act of kindness can change someone's entire world.